Hello students, warm welcome to video learning lecture. My name is Ashish and today we'll be starting a new chapter of standard 10 and that is chapter 2 polynomials, and this is lecture 1 of polynomial. So let us discuss that what is polynomial. Actually we have come across number of equations, okay, containing x, containing x square, containing x cube. So these all terms and these equations are said to be polynomial, and the general formation for the polynomial is like this: polynomial of x is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus a3x cube, and it will go on. Okay, now observe this thing that whatever term is not containing x, that term will be a constant term. After that, the term containing x, term containing x square, term containing x cube. So actually there are many terms containing x, and it will go up to nth power. Okay, now whatever constant number is with the x term, with variable term, it is named as coefficient, and this term will be constant term. The term which does not contain any variable, that is constant, and the constant term which is with the variable, it is coefficient. Okay, now if I say that one equation is there ax plus b, so this will be the linear equation. Why this will be the linear equation? Because here the maximum power of x is 1. Okay, so this many terms are there. Now if I move ahead, ax square plus bx plus c, then this will be a quadratic equation. So this quadratic equation is there because the maximum power is 2. If I write down one more term, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then this is our cubic polynomial. Okay, because the maximum power is 3. So with the base of maximum power of variable, we can decide which type of equation is this. Either it is linear one, either it is quadratic one, or it is cubic one. Okay, and this maximum power of variable is said to be degree of polynomial. So basically the degree of polynomial is the maximum power of x in the given equation. Okay, we need to talk about linear equation, quadratic equation and cubic equation, and we need to solve that. Okay, now here comes the point, then what do you mean by solution of an equation? There are many other names also, that solution of the equation, zero of the equation, roots of the equation. So let us discuss that thing first, but you need to write down this all, okay? So let us discuss about the solution of the equation. Solution, zero, root, all are the same names only. Okay, now let us take one linear equation, say 3x plus 6, p of x is equal to 3x plus 6. If I want to solve this linear equation, then meaning of the solution is we need to find out value of x, for which this total equation will become 0. Okay, so how will we solve this equation? You just put 0 and you solve this. 3x is equal to minus 6, so x will be minus 6 divided by 3, and that is minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 is the solution of this equation. Why this solution will be minus 2 only? Because if I put minus 2, then this total equation will become 0. Now, why this equation will become 0? Then only it will be a root. That we will discuss in this lecture only. But if I take any another equation, say x square minus 5x plus 6. So if I want to find out solution of this equation, then by the splitting middle term or discriminant method, any of the method you can use, that methods we will discuss in chapter number 4. Okay. Right now I am writing the answer, that 2 and 3 will be the answer of this quadratic equation. So if you observe one thing, that linear equation is having degree 1. This quadratic equation is having degree 2. So if degree is 1, you will get number of solutions 1. If degree is 2, then you will get number of solutions 2. So this maximum number of roots, maximum number of zeros is directly connected with the degree of the given polynomial. Okay, so keep this in mind and note this down, that whatever degree of the equation is there, that degree will decide that how many maximum solutions are possible. So if I write down any cubic equation, x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 7, or if I write down any another equation having maximum power as 4, so the number of roots, the maximum number of roots for this equation will be 3 and the maximum number of roots for this equation will be 4. Okay, so the degree will decide that how many maximum solutions are possible. Okay, understood this? Okay, we'll go to next topic now, that why we need to make any equation 0 to find out solution. So for that we need to take help of graph. So the linear equation graph will be a straight line. Actually it is the reason behind we call these equations as linear equation, because the graph of any kind of this equation will be a straight line. So if I draw graph of any linear equation and it will be a straight line, then it will be like this. I am not saying that this is the graph of this equation, but for any random line the equation will be like this, ax plus b. So the graph will become this. Okay, so here in place of p of x, if I consider this p of x as another variable, say y, so y is equal to ax plus b. Now we know the fact that whatever point is on x-axis, for that particular point y coordinate will be 0. X coordinate may change, but y coordinate will be 0. So for this particular point y coordinate is 0. So whatever value of x you will find, that will be your intersection point with x-axis, and that will become your 0 root or solution. So whenever we are finding solution of the equation, root of the equation, actually we are finding the intersection point with x-axis of that equation in graphical manner. Okay, so if you draw the graph of that particular equation, then that equation will intersect in how many points with x-axis, that will decide that which points will become solution of the equation. Okay, so straight line will intersect in one point only, that is why only one solution is possible. Number of solutions will be one only. Now if we discuss about the quadratic equation, then quadratic equation will be like this, ax square plus bx plus c. So here the graph of any quadratic equation will be a parabola. Okay, parabola will shape like this. So if I draw parabola among this graph, then the shape of parabola, if I put over here, then it will intersect in 2 points. It may happen that parabola will not intersect x-axis. Okay, sometimes in many equations we found that in quadratic equation there is graph like this. This graph you consider. So there is no intersection point with x-axis. See, observe this. So there will be no solution, and here the maximum solutions will be 2, because parabola can intersect x-axis maximum in 2 points only. Okay, now if I ask you that cubic equation will intersect x-axis in how many points, then the answer will be 3. Okay, so from the graph you can identify the degree of the polynomial, and from the degree of the polynomial you can identify the type of the polynomial. Okay, so if the intersection point is 1, then degree is 1. That kind of equations are linear equation. If the intersection points are 2, then it will be a quadratic equation having degree 2. If the intersection points are 3, then it will be a cubic equation having degree 3. So this kind of questions are given in exercise 2.1 in your NCERT textbook standard 10. So all of you will be easily able to solve these equations just by looking at the graph. Okay, that whatever number of intersection are there, that is the degree of the equation, degree of the polynomial. So I hope all of you understand this very well, and yes, solve the exercise 2.1 from your NCERT textbook. If you have any doubt, any query regarding this question or this topic, then you can contact me, and do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Stay tuned, stay connected for more videos like this. Thank you so much.